So Asplundh is a nationwide services company. We provide tree and ground services for councils and power companies throughout New Zealand, from Invercargill to just north of Auckland. We've been in New Zealand for about 20 years now and have about 220 staff throughout the country. We've been in Central Otago for about over 10 years now. We look after all their parks and reserves, including mowing and sort of general parks maintenance. We recently started a new contract model in July of this year, which led to us approaching yourselves for the development of a system to run that new contract. So Central Otago is geographically one of the biggest contracts, if not the biggest contract we hold. The difficulties with that is you have staff driving a long way to get across the district and get information back to the office. One of the reasons we were looking at that browser-based technology and development was that I want staff who are 2.5 hours from the office to be able to give us information via the Silverlight application without having to drive all the way back. The efficiencies in time are immeasurable, really. So basically what the system does is it collects the information in the field and then add costs against every single task that we do. So for an example, we'll send a guy out with a run sheet that says you will go to this park and you will carry out mowing. We then record the time against that task, bring it back to the office, add in costs for that month, and then that task is then able to be costed at an individual task level. Yeah, and it also gives a depth of information. If they're asking us, costing questions on why did that cost that much, we can go into a level of detail which we've never been able to do before. Now we're able to give a detailed breakdown on individual costs, whether it's type of plant, vehicles, or basically anything that they ask for. I guess the biggest thing for us was the flexibility in the project throughout. Everybody knows that I and my company can be reasonably high maintenance in terms of requests. We need information quickly, and we got that throughout the entire process. Lancom understands our business, and the business acumen of the staff was outstanding, able to grasp why we were asking for things rather than just, okay, let's just do that. I would recommend Lancom for any project development work using this cloud-based applications based on the communication and flexibility that I've had throughout the entire project. I think the business acumen of the staff has assisted us greatly. Suggestions come through that I wouldn't have thought of myself based on a process. You ask for something, the staff understand why you're asking for it. So absolutely would recommend Lancom, and we will be developing further projects with them.